Hi everyone, and welcome to another year of DIY with InRoads. I'm Alexandria, Community Development Specialist with InRoads Credit Union. As we all know, Valentine's Day isn't just about chocolate. It's about spreading love to those we hold dear to our hearts. And speaking of hearts, we've got an adorable DIY Valentine heart wreath that we're calling Love You to Pieces. If you're like me, you've got one, maybe even two puzzles laying around the house that are missing some pieces and don't really know what to do with them. Well, with this project, we're able to reuse and repurpose those pieces. With a few simple supplies that you can find at your Dollar Tree or local thrift shop, you're able to create this one-of-a-kind DIY Valentine decoration or gift for someone you love, and you'll be saving some money. Who doesn't love that? From start to finish, your project should take about 35 minutes. First, we'll want to collect our supplies. We'll have the 100-piece puzzle, 4 different color paints, your painting supplies, which can include a plate, paintbrush, a cup for water, and a paper towel to dab with, your heart outline stencil, a piece of cardboard, your banner, scissors, marker, twine, and your hot glue gun with hot glue. All right, so we'll start by putting the puzzle pieces into 4 different piles of 25 each. And each pile you're gonna paint with a different color that you've selected. Now I recommend painting all your puzzle pieces at the same time so that when you are ready to glue them onto your heart wreath, they're gonna be all ready for you. Now I highly recommend putting down something on your work surface to protect in case of any accidents or paint spillage. While you let your puzzle pieces dry, we'll go ahead and trace our stencil onto our cardboard. You can find a true to size version of the template I'm using on our website at inroadscu.org/DIY. Once you cut it out, it will look something like this. You go ahead and put it onto our cardboard and trace with our pen. Take that off. It will look something like this onto your cardboard. Once you cut it out, it's going to look just like this. Go ahead and plug in your hot glue gun so that the glue has time to warm up. Once that's all warmed up, you'll start by adding your first layer of puzzles onto your heart wreath. Now, don't worry about trying to cover all of the cardboard in the first layer, because the more layers that you add on, you are able to fill in those gaps as needed. Now, a little trick that I learned when doing this was that if you want to widen the heart wreath and broaden it a little bit, you can turn it around the back and glue puzzle pieces onto the back side of the wreath. And you can simply do this by putting a little bit of glue onto the painted portion of the puzzle and stick it behind. Now that we're all done here, we're going to pick out which banner that we want to place onto our heart wreath so that it looks something like this. Today I have chosen for my heart wreath this banner. Now I printed this off on cardstock, but you're able to also just print it onto regular paper. Just a couple dabs of hot glue. You can place that just like so. And the beauty of hot glue is that it dries very fast. Now the finishing touch that we'll do for our DIY heart wreath is adding our twine. I'm using baker's twine, but you can do ribbon or string as well. And the length in which you cut is entirely up to you. I tend to do about 12 inches and double it like so. Now our glue gun is still plugged in and nice and warm. So we're just gonna flip it over and glue one side on and another dollop on the other side. And just like that, our glue has set. And your DIY Love You to Pieces heart wreath is complete. You can find today's stencils for the heart wreath and for the banners on our website at inroadscu.org/DIY. Thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you next month for DIY with InRoads.